But to get you ready, a guy that has also provided some disappointment in the fantasy football realm, just very much like young quarterbacks disappointing you. Sean is not here this week, so Tybo is here to give you your stardom and sit 'em in fantasy football for NFL Week 7.
Yeah, in my personal leagues, I've done pretty well the past couple of weeks. So, uh the picks it's there's a change a coming, all right? I wanted to really like challenge myself and make sure there was no like locks or stuff that was like a guarantee. So, stardoms for my quarterback position, I got Michael Penix versus the 49ers. No Fred Warner over there. Expect him to exceed his projection on all the fantasy platforms.
Dire days for the Niners faithful.
I I feel bad. No, I don't.
No shot.
Running back.
He's
I
gonna go
think
Bijan.
Aaron Rodgers loves to throw to running backs, but he doesn't usually throw to his first running back. So I'm telling you to start Kenny Gainwell. I'm eating my words from the beginning of the season. I was sleeping on Jalen Warren and Kenny Gainwell. Um, I thought Caleb Johnson was going to have a bigger role. I think a lot of analysts thought he was going to have a bigger role, but
Still could. Season's not over.
Kenny Gainwell caught a lot of passes last week, and especially in PPR formats, I think Kenneth Gainwell is going to give you a good production. Wide receiver, I'm going Cortland Sutton versus the Giants. The Broncos are at home, and the Giants have a terrible pass defense. They give up a lot of fantasy points to wide receivers. I think it's another Cortland Sutton day. Tight end, I'm going Cade Otton at Detroit. Travis Kelsey just had his best game of the season against Detroit. The Buccaneers are running
You tell
thin
me
at
Cade
the
Otton is as good as Travis Kelsey? Is that what I just heard?
an old Travis Kelsey. Pretty kind of close, kind of
Okay.
close. It's
Wow.
comparable. But Baker has less and less targets to throw to, and I think Cade Otton is now becoming more of a focal point of that offense. He had a decent game last game. I think he repeats. Sit him. I'm telling you to sit Matt Stafford versus Jacksonville. Um, he's Matt Stafford hasn't had great games on the road this season so far. They are in Jacksonville, and Jacksonville, I think, is still at the top of the league in takeaways. So Matt Stafford might throw a pick. Who knows? Running back. Tony Pollard's been on this list before, but I'm telling you, sit him again versus the Patriots. Tajay Spears is becoming more involved, and I don't think Tony Pollard's that good. Sit him. At wide receiver, I think this is the week that you sit Hollywood Brown with Rashee Rice coming back. Um,
I feel like that's an easy call.
well, I mean, he for people that are looking for wide receiver help, like he might be a popular option because he's probably near the top of points scored on a lot of waiver wires out there. Hollywood Brown just came off a two touchdown game and has had production throughout this season. So I think this is maybe not he'll have a game going forward, but I don't think first game Rashee Rice back is a game that you can start Hollywood Brown. And also, if we're up a lot against the Raiders, the game script doesn't usually go Hollywood's way. Tight end, I believe this is the third straight week that you're going to be able to sit Hunter Henry at Tennessee. I think the way the offense is going is just kind of flowing away from Hunter Henry right now. Drake May is looking at his better targets out there. That's the tips.
Going to be interesting. to see what happens with the Bucks. We'll get to that later. Obviously, sit and make a Gupta because he's probably going to be out. But going to be interesting. You said Kate Otten, so I'll be interested to see what exactly happens against that defense who's been getting lit up and is now also out Brian Branch for a game, which the
I think
NFL has the
Baker's going to be forced to
funniest.
throw to Kate Otten, dude. Like I don't know.
Yeah, NFL has
Sterling,
the ability to
you were
do.
saying Sterling Shepard's like one of his primary options. Well, he only had like a
Yeah,
couple catches last game. It wasn't it wasn't very impressive.
he was double covered. NFL has the ability to do the funniest thing in Brian Branch's appeal of his 1 game suspension, which seems ridiculous. I don't know why he would appeal a 1 game suspension after that. But the NFL has the ability to do the funniest thing in saying, "Ah, you're going to appeal this more games, not just one."
I don't think they can do that.
You know, if I was the NFL, I would just for the hell of it.
Unjust. Biased man. Conflict of
Don't
interest.
don't throw a punch in the middle of a football field. Save that for the hockey rink.
He doesn't play hockey.
Well, maybe you should.
Maybe we should allow fights in football like they do in hockey.
I mean, I'm down.
You are
I'm good with that.
down for a little scrap.
Well, scrap, dude. Scrum it up.
No, stop calling everything scrums. Just people in general. Stop calling everything a scrum.
Not everything revolves around rugby, dude. Not like rugby's not that big of a sport. Nobody
I
cares.
mean, but that's where the term comes from. And if everybody's
Maybe,
just gonna, oh, it's a scrum. It's a,
listen, only people who play rugby take it that way.
you can take it this way. Shut up.